Have you been doing everything right, eating cleaner, working out harder, cutting carbs, counting calories, and still watching the scale go up instead of down? You're not alone. If you're a woman over 40 and the weight just won't budge, or worse, it keeps creeping up, no matter what you do, this message is for you. And listen, I want you to know it's not your fault. In one of my most popular videos, we talked about the best diets for women to stop hormonal weight gain. But today, I'm gonna give you the secret I've used to help thousands of women over 40 turn their body into a fat burning machine and get their health and vitality back. And we show you how to do it naturally. Because you weren't meant to be sick, tired, and heavy as you get older. That's the narrative you've been sold. But it's not the truth. Aging is not a disease. Weight gain is not inevitable. And your body is not broken. It's just out of balance. What you're likely dealing with isn't about willpower. It's a biological imbalance that most doctors never fully explain, right? And understand. It's called insulin resistance. And this is the piece that changes everything. Today, I'm going to walk you through what insulin resistance actually is, why it causes weight gain specifically in women over 40, and what natural steps you can take to start reversing it. Not just treating symptoms, but actually healing the root cause. This is information that most doctors don't explain because partially it doesn't involve really prescriptions, and the other part is they weren't really ever taught to look at the body as a self-healing system, which it is. So let's start with what insulin does. Insulin is a hormone made by your pancreas. Its job is to help shuttle glucose or sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells to be used for energy. But over time, especially with repeated exposure to processed carbs, snacking, stress, and lack of sleep, your cells start ignoring insulin. It's like insulin keeps knocking at the door, but no one answers. So your body pumps out more and more insulin, trying to force that glucose into the cells. This is called insulin resistance. When this happens, glucose stays in the blood longer. Fat burning shuts down, and your body stores more fat, especially around your belly, your hips, and your thighs. This is why insulin resistance is the silent culprit behind weight gain in so many women, especially over 40, when hormone shifts begin and they start making the very, very sensitive, right? But here's where it gets worse. And this is the part your doctor probably didn't tell you. Insulin resistance is not just about blood sugar. It hijacks your hormones. Increasing inflammation makes you tired, foggy, hungry, even right after you've eaten. It leads to cravings, water retention, and mood swings. And the typical advice, eat less, move more, it usually makes it worse. That's because when you're insulin resistant, your body is in a locked metabolic state, and you cannot simply burn fat efficiently until insulin sensitivity is restored. Yet so many women are prescribed medication to push blood sugar down without ever asking why insulin resistance developed in the first place. Let's go deeper into why this affects women over 40 more than others. As estrogen and progesterone begin to decline during perimenopause and beyond, your cells become even more insulin resistant. Estrogen actually helps regulate insulin sensitivity, so when it drops, things can spiral. Cortisol also goes up with age and stress, and high cortisol raises blood sugar too. This is why women say, I didn't change anything, and suddenly I'm gaining weight. You didn't change, your chemistry did. So how do we reverse it? Naturally, right? By removing what causes insulin resistance and retraining the body to become insulin sensitive again. And no, it's not about extreme dieting. In fact, under-eating makes things worse by slowing your metabolism and spiking cortisol. Instead, I want you to focus on quality and timing. Research from the journal Cell Metabolism has shown that intermittent fasting, specifically a daily fasting window of 14 to 16 hours, improves insulin sensitivity in both men and women. But in women over 40, it needs to be done very gently. 99% of women I see are fasting out of convenience, not out of planned strategy. If done right, this gives your body time to rest from insulin production, right? And it helps you tap into fat for energy. Next, the best diet for insulin resistance and weight loss isn't a one-size-fits-all, but it must stabilize blood sugar. That means focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods with healthy fats, fiber, and clean protein. Think wild salmon, leafy greens, avocado, grass-fed meats, nuts, and low glycemic vegetables. Now, if you haven't watched my video called Best Diet for Women to Stop Hormonal Weight Gain, click this link here to watch that now. One powerful but often overlooked food compound is cinnamon. Studies published in Diabetes Care show that cinnamon can improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood glucose. Psyllium cinnamon specifically, if you add that to your morning smoothie, sprinkle it on your squash, your berries, it's a habit that can have a real effect on your insulin resistance, right? Another natural tool is walking. Yes, walking, but after meals. 10 to 15 minutes of movement after a meal helps reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes. It's gentle, sustainable, and incredibly effective. You don't need to crush yourself in the gym. Your hormones are out of balance. You need to work with your body not against it, right? Sleep is the other hidden player. Just one night of poor sleep increases insulin resistance the next day. That's big. Prioritize your sleep quality. Notice a shift in your energy, cravings, and your ability to lose fat. And here's something that no one else is gonna tell you. Insulin resistance is reversible. Not overnight, but with consistent natural support, your body can heal. There are countless insulin-resistant weight loss success stories from women who simply stopped following mainstream advice and they started listening to their biology. I've seen it 1,000 times. Try insulin-resistant recipes for weight loss that use real food, include warming spices, and avoid hidden sugars and inflammatory oil. Focus on meals that keep your blood sugar stable for hours, not just minutes, right? Now, if you need help with some recipes that are gentle on your hormones, look in the description below and you'll see a free 30-day free trial to our Fast 40 kitchen where we have done all the work for you. You get 7 new hormone-friendly fat-burning recipes each week, right? So now you've been told that weight gain and poor health, they're just not, they're part of aging. We know that's not true. You're designed to thrive. You're not meant to be stuck in a cycle of fatigue, cravings, and extra weight. You were not meant to feel broken. Your body is asking for support, not more punishment. And if you're ready to begin that healing journey, remember this. This isn't about quick fixes. This is about reclaiming your metabolism, your hormones, and your peace. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You've been misled. Now you're getting the truth. Thanks so much for watching. If this spoke to you, make sure to check out our previous videos. Some of the ones, like I said, the best diet for women to stop hormonal weight gain. It pairs perfectly with everything we talked about in this video, right? So I want to ask you, subscribe. Please share this with a friend. Stay connected with us. You deserve answers, not prescriptions. And your body, with the right support, already knows how to heal. I'll see you in the next video.